Hi friends, we're here to go over some strategies for adding and subtracting decimals, or specifically what we go over in Eureka, Grade 5, Module 1, Lessons 9 and 10. All right, so as you can see, we have our place value chart here to help us. We're going to be using both our place value disks and our standard algorithm and talking about the connections between those two. So let's start with an addition problem. We're going to think about 75 and 604 thousandths. And we're going to be combining that with 22 and 296 thousandths. All right, so here we go. We have this written in our standard algorithm. We're now going to show both of these values on our chart. So I would have 75. There's my 70, there's my 5, 6/10, 0 hundredths, and 4 thousandths. And I just realized, friends, that we had written this incorrectly. This should be our thousandths. There we go. Okay, and then our 22, there's my 20, there's my 2, 2/10, 9 hundredths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 6 thousandths. All right, so just like with our integer addition, we're going to start with our smallest unit, which is our thousandths. I see 4 and 6 thousandths, which is going to give me 10 thousandths. Now, just like with our integer place values, when I have 10 or greater in a place value, I can bundle it into the next greatest place value. 4 and 6 thousandths gives me 10 thousandths. I'm going to bundle that into 0 thousandths and 1 hundredth. All right, now I have 1 hundredth plus 9 hundredths. Again, I have 10 hundredths. 10 hundredths I know is the same as 1/10, so I'm going to bundle and move it over. 1 plus 9 hundredths is 10 hundredths, bundling it into that 1/10. Now I have 1/10 and 6/10 and 2/10. Altogether, that gives me 9/10. I don't have more than 10, so I'm just going to leave it. I realize that I have forgotten to put our sums at the bottom as well. Okay, now I'm moving into my whole numbers or my integers. I have 5 and 2 ones, which would give me 7 ones, making sure that I bring down that decimal so that I don't forget. And then I have 7 tens and 2 tens, which would give me 9 tens. 7 and 2 gives me 9. So my final sum is 97 and 900 thousandths. We could also write this as 97 and 9/10 if we would like, because we have 0 hundredths and 0 thousandths. All right, let's look at this one more time, but this time in the guise of a subtraction problem. It's important to remember that this really is the exact same as what we've been doing with our integer addition and subtraction, just now we're working with different units. Remember, decimals are not anything to be scared about, not anything to be worried about. It's simply a different unit. All right, so for this one, let's think about 361 and 31 hundredths. And we're going to be taking away 2 and 841 thousandths. It's very important that we line up our place values. A good rule of thumb is to line up that decimal, and then that way you can line up the rest as we go. All right, so for subtraction, we're just going to show our total. I'm going to go ahead and add us a hundreds column since this one has a hundreds in it. All right, so we have 3 hundredths. We have 6 tens, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 3 tenths, and 1 hundredth. All right, now automatically I see I don't have any thousandths. I'm going to go ahead and put my 0 as my placeholder just so that I remember. So I have 0 thousandths and I need to take away 1 thousandth. Where am I going to get some thousandths? I'm going to go next door to my next greatest place value. 100 is the same as 10 thousandths. So I'm going to decompose this into 10 thousandths. This is exactly what we do when we realize there's more on the floor. So we go next door to get 10 more. I'm decomposing, 1/10 into 10 thousandths. All right, so now I have 10 take away 1, which I know is 9. All right, I run into a similar problem again. Now I have 0 hundredths, and I need to take away 4 hundredths. Where can I get some? We're going to go next door, and we're going to decompose this greater value into our 10 smaller values. So I'm going to go next door, take one more. I'm decomposing one of those tenths, so I have 2 left, into 10 hundredths. All right, 10 take away 4 would give me 6. Again, I'm running into the same problem. I have 2 tenths. I need to take away 8 of them. We're going to go next door. We're going to decompose this 1 into 10 tenths. Since 10 tenths and 1 is the same, I'm not changing my value. I'm just changing my representation. So I'm decomposing one of those 1s into 10 tenths. 12 take away 4 would give me 12 take away 8, I was saying the wrong one. 12 take away 8, there's my 8 would give me 4. I was thinking about the fact family in my head. I'm now working into my whole number, so I'm making sure to mark my decimal. And now we just have to, again, borrow, because now we need to take away 2 1s. I'm going to decompose this 10 into 10 1s. If I give you a $10 bill or 10 $1 bills, you're still very happy. I now have 5 10s and 10 1s, and then we can go ahead and subtract. 10 take away 2 is 8. 5 take away nothing would be 5. 3 hundredths take away nothing would be 3. So we get our final difference of 358 and 469 thousandths. I hope this was helpful, and as always, friends, please let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Thanks so much.